All right, let's get right into it. We're gonna break down one of the most powerful strategies in all of tennis. And here's a hint, it has nothing to do with hitting the ball harder or faster. No, this is about becoming something your opponent just can't break. It's about turning relentless consistency into a weapon that completely dismantles their game from the inside out. So let me ask you something. Think back. Think about your toughest matches. Who's that one player, you know the one, the most frustrating, maddening opponent you have ever faced? I'm willing to bet a very specific person just popped into your head. And I'll double down on that bet. It's probably not the player with the monster serve, right? Or the one with that flashy, blistering forehand winner. Yeah, those guys are intimidating for a little while. But a lot of the time, they beat themselves. The opponent that really gets under your skin, well, that's someone else entirely. It's the wall. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The player who just gets every single ball back. You crack your best shot, a clean winner against anyone else, it comes back. You try to muscle it, hit even harder, comes back again. It feels like you're hitting against a practice backboard that has suddenly come to life and decided, nope, not today, you're not winning. And this right here, this quote from Coach G, it nails it. A wall doesn't hit glamorous winners, a wall wins. This strategy has zero to do with looking flashy or making the highlight reel. It's about one thing and one thing only, winning. Winning by making your opponent completely fall apart. So, okay, how do we actually build this wall? Well, it all starts with a fundamental principle, a choice you have to make on every single shot. Are you going to play with margin, or are you going to give in to madness? The whole be a wall idea is actually pretty simple at its core. You just become unbreakable. You make a decision right then and there that you are not going to be the one who misses. You stop giving away free points, period. You force your opponent to take all the risks, to go for crazier and crazier shots just to try and win a single rally. And this chart, it lays it out perfectly. You've got two choices. On one side, you have madness. You know, going for those low percentage winners, getting impatient, basically just handing over free points. And on the other side, you've got margin. That's the path of the wall. We're talking high net clearance, deep and safe targets, and a simple promise to yourself. I will make them earn every single point. You're basically looking across the net and daring them. Go on, try to beat me. I'm not going to beat myself. Now, I need to be super clear about something here. This is not, I repeat, not passive pushing, okay? Being a wall is an active, even aggressive strategy in disguise. It's all about building this incredible defensive fortress for the sole purpose of launching a killer attack. Let's break down how that actually works. Yeah, think of it just like that. The wall is your fortress. You're building it brick by brick, shot by shot, with those solid, high percentage, deep cross-court balls. But you're not just hanging out back there waiting for something to happen. Oh no, you are actively scanning, looking for that first tiny crack in their game, that moment they buckle under the pressure, because that's your signal. That's when you flip the switch from defense to offense. Okay, so here's the game plan. It's a 3-step process. Step 1, build the fortress. Your home base, your default, is that deep, safe North Star cross-court shot. Live there. Step 2, recognize the crack. You've made them hit 5, 10, maybe 15 balls, and then it happens. They float a weak one, a short ball, bingo. That's your signal. And step 3, flip to attack. No hesitation. You move in, you take that short ball, and you finish the point. It's all about patient setup, and then, bam, decisive finish. And you know, that moment, that flip from defense to attack, it's so much more than just a tactical move. It's the payoff. It's the reward for all that mental pressure you've been carefully building, shot after shot. This is where the whole strategy goes from being smart tennis to being absolutely devastating. We're moving beyond tactics now and into the art of making your opponent implode. This is how the wall wins the mental war. Let me say that again. You are literally training your opponent to self-destruct. Just think about it from their perspective. Point after point, they have to hit 5, 10, 15 balls, and they get nothing for it. No reward. The frustration just builds and builds. So what happens? They start aiming for the lines. They start swinging for the fences. They implode. They start handing you errors. And pretty soon, they're handing you the match. This isn't just tennis anymore, my friend. This is straight up psychological warfare. Let's make this real with a quick story. There's this player, Parker. She had a huge game, tons of talent, but one major problem. She absolutely hated long rallies. So she kept losing to these grinders, players who were basically walls themselves. She'd get impatient after a few shots, go for some crazy low-margin winner, and miss. Sound familiar? She was losing matches she had no business losing. Then, Parker had her breakthrough. A huge realization. Patience isn't just a virtue, it's a weapon. It's not passive, it's an offensive tool. So she committed. In practice, she focused on being the wall. And the payoff? It was almost immediate. In her very next tournament, suddenly it was her opponents who were unraveling. They were the ones going for the crazy shots, spraying errors everywhere. She didn't need to hit more winners. She just had to be patient and wait for them to hand her the match. So, look, if you only remember one thing from all of this, make it this next part. The entire Be a Wall philosophy, the whole shebang, can be boiled down to one simple, powerful mantra, something you can repeat to yourself on every single point. That's it. That's your entire job description on the court. Make them hit one more, then one more. When you're exhausted, when you're frustrated, when that temptation to go for the hero shot creeps in, just tell yourself that. Make them hit one more ball, and then do it again. It is the simplest, and I guarantee you one of the most effective weapons you will ever have. And I'll just leave you with this final thought. Picture this. What happens inside your opponent's head when they unload their absolute best shot, their A+ go-to weapon, and it just floats back? And then they do it again, and it comes back again. What goes through their mind when they finally, truly realize that your patience is more powerful than their best shot? That is the exact moment you've won the match, long before the final point is even played.